Okay, so do you want me to start off with all my scaling or what?
Sure, yeah, you can start.
I'm gonna judge, by the way, because I heard there's 3 judges. Do you want to get Dino Dog or?
Dino Dog's in here.
No.
It's been recorded, so
Yeah,
you guys.
there's-
I was just gonna record it and then just send it to 2 Page and Tenchu if that's who you are letting judge.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. All right, so here's my just line of scaling. Now, Knox, before I post this, you gotta keep an open mind.
No,
Alright, bro.
Caesar will not prevail.
Keep an open mind.
Put it in scans.
Yeah.
Alright. Okay, so why should Jiraiya be relative to pain?
Do you mind if I provide anime scans, or do you have problems with it?
I don't have any problems with anime.
All right, just making sure. Also, I'm pretty sure you know this, but the games are canon, Storm Generation games.
Yeah.
All right, just making sure. I'm gonna get the scans real quick.
What scan are you looking for?
I got a couple, don't worry.
Okay.
Did it not send? What the heck? Oh, 1 second. Okay, let me try it again. I didn't send the first time.
Yeah, they sent.
Just making sure.
Okay, so you're using all of these as evidence?
Yeah, it's just a preponderance of evidence. Him and Pain are just relative, and it's kind of just implied.
I don't really think so. And if you need the scan, I can send it. But right when Jiraiya activates Sage mode, he tries to punch the animal path and he blocks it. Then right after that, he goes on to use what he calls his fastest jutsu, the widest attack range, and he just immediately blocks it and then says he's gonna die if the battle keeps going how it is.
I think Jiraiya at the end of the fight is at his strongest.
Why would he be stronger at the end of the fight?
Does anybody have the scan where it said that knowledge increases your strength? I can get the scan.
Yeah, I would really want to see that.
Second.
So are you trying to say that he gets stronger than the Kimbari Senbon that he shoots out earlier in the fight?
Yeah,
Okay.
or at least he gets stronger and faster because literally he reacts to pain later on in the fight with one arm. So mean, if anything, like before I send the scan, like, do you have any problems with like just saying his powers that Pain's powers rivaling Jiraiya's own power?
Well, like he says, like his power rivals my own, and then he says to win, I would need everything I had. So, like, all that has to mean is when he applies everything he has, that he would be above him.
Wait, what?
You know who's talking there, right?
The fuck?
That is Jiraiya talking. Yeah, I'm trying to.
Oh, okay.
Wait. Who'd you think was talking?
Never mind.
Oh, I was. Okay, yeah, that's.
No,
Yeah,
let him reword that now that he knows like who's talking. Let him think about what he's.
But all that really like all that has to mean is like it would take everything he has to even possibly have a chance at winning.
No, it just says rivals, which means it's just his strength is just comparable, so it could just be relative.
Mookie just argues what he said 2 seconds ago.
Bro, can you get the fuck out? Like,
Okay, I was trying to say is that this just means that their power is just comparable because the scans I sent, Obi totally said you had your hands full, and like I said, rivals just mean like you're comparable. So I mean, it's just
having his hands full does not necessarily have to mean that they're the same strength.
I never
Especially
said strength. I said they can be relative. They don't have to be equal.
well, especially because we see earlier on, like the Asura path is able to run up on Jiraiya and completely blitz and take his arm off.
Oh, he literally states he was off guard. He literally says,
Yeah.
You were off. You told me never to be off guard.
Right.
So that doesn't scale to Jiraiya.
So Pain can say that, but I don't think it's shown or implied that he knows that Sage Mode has like increased sensory capabilities to where he would be able to sense him coming from.
Can you prove that Jiraiya's Sage Mode is a passive Sage Mode like Naruto's?
Yeah, so Fukasaku states when after Naruto completes his training that he has mastered the same Sage Jutsu as his Master Jiraiya or whatever.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to see that because if anything, it says that he surpassed Master Jiraiya's Sage Mode.
Yeah, it says he surpasses him, but it says it's the same jutsu.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to see this.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. If he surpasses him, he's just talking about he can have like the same. He can have senjutsu, but that doesn't mean he has the same sensory as Jiraiya does. So I could just argue Naruto just has better sensory than Jiraiya ever had.
It can be better, but Jiraiya should still have some form of sensory to where.
No, I'm saying is like, why would it be passive? Is what I'm trying to get at, and like the author literally trying to say that Jiraiya was off guard because Jiraiya's literally walking away from the fight. He's like,
because if it is the same jutsu, Naruto can have a greater extent of sensory abilities, but Jiraiya should still have sensory abilities, considering that he ends up getting literally right behind him to where he's like talking in his ear. He should have been able to sense that, considering that he has Sage Mode.
I just said he proves like passive, like I said though.
Because it's the same jutsu.
No, I already gave my refutation of that. Like Naruto surpasses, that could be passive for Naruto.
No. Like, yes.
No. I said that the jutsu he's saying is like senjutsu, not like the same like jutsu. Senjutsu is literally just like wielding nature energy. That's what he means, like frog kata.
Yeah, he has a greater use of senjutsu, but Fukasaku states that it is the same.
Can you send this to me?
Yeah, can you help me out with that, checks?
Yeah, and also just someone send the scan where like he stated to be off guard. By the way, for like Jiraiya.
No, I know what you're talking about. You don't have to send that. I know what you're talking.
No, like I need the context of the scan just to make sure.
Look at it real quick. I know where that one.
You know where the one that I'm talking about is fair.
What happened?
I'm sorry. What did y'all ask?
I need like the scan where so he stated that like Jiraiya was off guard.
Okay, and then someone else asked me something. What else was asked?
So
Yeah, I can grab that.
I appreciate it. Very good.
Barry, do you know the one that I'm talking about where Fukasaku states that he's mastered the same jutsu as Jiraiya?
I don't. But is it like when Fukasaku and Naruto are like training?
I need to see the one where
Vaguely familiar.
I just get the scan where it said in Naruto, Jiraiya and Sage mode.
Oh, is that Draco?
Yeah, I don't care. I don't care if
No,
he's
this is
Oh, yeah.
this is Ron DeSantis.
It's Mookie,
These.
Mateo.
It's always been these.
All right, I got
I think it's
the.
during while they're training.
You
Yeah, I
guys
don't know
better
what
stop
chapter that
before
is.
I
I've
call
been
it
looking.
detective
Yeah, I see
Dino
the
But
same.
Mookie, I sent the don't let you taught me not to let my guard down scan in the scans. Now, let me go find this other one.
Yeah, so let me just say this real quick. Hello?
I'm here.
Yeah, if anything, all we can just say is that Pain just probably hit him.
Hold on, I'm grabbing Mookie's scan.
I just think that he was off guard.
Which one, Draco?
But you're saying what, Mookie?
The one from the manga, right, Mookie?
I assume so, yeah. Because he's saying, like, Jiraiya has, like, Sage mode sensor. I just need to, like, see this.
Okay.
Pretty bad.
No, I thought you
Yeah,
meant.
I'm trying to find that
Jiraiya's off
chapter.
guard.
I'm looking, Knox. I'm trying to see if it's like in like 400s or something. I'm pretty sure it is though.
Should be 4x.
No, not that one. It's where they're training. It's like where he's like, Naruto, your Sage mode is definitely better. And like, he's just talking to Naruto about
Like
it.
I said, I don't care if it's better, but they have the same ability.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think that's the case because Naruto's Sage mode is just like.
Oh, you're thinking of when Minato says it.
Yes, yeah.
Minato?
Knox, I think I found the chapter. Hold on.
You're thinking of when Minato says it. When Minato says Naruto mastered the same senjutsu as Jiraiya.
It might have been Minato. I don't know.
Draco, can you send that?
Yeah, I'll grab that. Hold on.
Okay.
I'm grabbing Mookie's scan.
Dang, bro. Draco really be called to the base just to grab scans.
Hey, these scans be goated though.
Shut up, fatty.
Who's fat?
You.
No, I'm not. Wait, is that pianist?
No.
No, that's Ice Roo.
What the fuck? I haven't talked to pianist in like 6 months after you
That's the
ducked
Burger
me.
King delivery, boy.
Hey, pianist, I've been talking to you since you ducked me in DMs. Bad.
You've
Hey,
DM'd
man.
me, you've talked to me in voice chat, you've pinged me in servers, you've commented on my YouTube videos, and every
Yep,
time I
and
respond, you don't do anything
never
about
responded. You
it. I will literally get the screenshot for all the call right now to me responding to you.
Yeah, I want this for the recording.
Whoa.
Hey, you can post that later. This is recording. Like,
Let your nuts hang, nigga.
Alright, and now for the Minato statement.
oh no, Minato is bad. Wait, so what's your contention with Jiraiya to Pain? I don't get it though.
I'm saying that Pain was able to blitz him.
Oh, so I just have to prove he's off guard, which is just
Yeah, and I'm proving that, and I'm showing you why he's not off guard, and Pain doesn't know what he's talking about.
okay. So tell me that he was using sensory at that one moment. It's passive.
Yeah, I mean he's in Sage mode when he gets blitz, so
That doesn't matter. Like I said, like Bruce Sage mode is passive for Jiraiya.
exactly it's passive and he gets blitz.
Okay, why is it passive then? I'm just
Because
I'm
it's
being
the same
desperate.
jutsu as Naruto.
Okay.
Y'all might
Here's
as well
the
just hold
scans
on
y'all
for the
asked
scans.
for. I have the scans. Alright, let me post these. Mookie, I have the ones you asked for, and I have the ones these niggas asked for.
What the fuck is this?
Okay, yeah, that's one of the scans I meant. He's sure he put an end to him, but the 6 paths of resurrection and closing behind him. So
yeah, the Minato statement works.
I think that's contradicted by Fukasaku himself.
So,
did you hear what I just said?
What'd you say?
That's contradicted by Fukasaku, who literally fought with Sage Jiraiya, and Minato could just be wrong.
What does him fighting with Sage Jiraiya have to do with anything?
So he's seen and is like trained with Sage Jiraiya, and he's fought alongside him. And
Yeah,
then
that can just mean that Naruto has surpassed Jiraiya to the extent that he can use those abilities, but the ability.
no. I'm saying that what he says verbatim, he's displaying the rings around the eyes, proof of his sexual status, and no frog aspects either. This might mean that he's become a sage
Yeah.
exceeding Jiraiya boy. So
Yeah,
I'm trying to
that's
say is
fine.
that like
Yes, that's fine. He can exceed Jiraiya's like abilities to use Sage Mode, but he has the same abilities, just to a greater extent.
actually no. I'm just gonna say my input on these two scans, and then we can just conclude and move on. And then we can just go back to like why you don't think Jiraiya is relative to Bane.
I already told you why.
I mean, actually, like I said, that literally Sage Jiraiya with one arm is swapping hands with all paths of the pain, like in the scans I sent. So, although I
Well, I
was on.
showed you a scan of him blitzing him, dude. So, like,
All right, so let me just
like,
explain why he wasn't off guard, though, just to make sure we get to the recording real quick.
okay, I told you why he was on guard, so that's
Okay,
fine.
I'm just gonna tell you why. Payne literally says, and it's like narrative implied and like narratively stated, like Jiraiya's always telling all students never go on guard or never let your guard down.
Yeah.
Payne says, "You taught me that let my guard down, Master Jiraiya." He turned and he's surprised by Payne being alive. The data book even says he's sure he put an end to them, but the pains are resurrected and closed behind him. So he's taken by surprise. You never proved that Jiraiya's statement was like passive. So yeah, I
No,
just
I
said that
disagree with this,
talk
man.
movement backs it up by saying that Naruto is just better statement in general. So
Okay, I'll conclude with I was definitely able to prove that Jiraiya's like senjutsu is passive, like by virtue of this Minato statement by saying it's the same senjutsu, and just that Naruto like through the Fukusaku statement it says that it's like to a greater extent like he's surpassed Jiraiya as a sage, but that the sage mode capabilities are the same, and the fact that Pain was able to get right up behind Jiraiya's ear and tell him that he's off guard. I don't think Pain really knows the exact abilities of Sage Mode at that moment in time. And considering that he was right behind him and he still was not able to sense him, it just means that he was blitzed completely. And I think I was definitely able to show that the abilities between Naruto and Jiraiya are the same.
okay, so you just want to go back to Pain to Jiraiya one more time, and then we can move on.
I mean, why do we need to go back to that?
No, I'm saying that we concluded on like whether or not Jiraiya was off guard.
Well, my whole reason for saying that was to be that Pain would be above Jiraiya. And
I was just saying like because
hold on,
the other
real quick, Knox. Do you want to address his like Jiraiya got amped towards the end of the fight thing? Because I don't think y'all finished that part.
Yeah, I asked
think
him.
y'all
I'm
said
dropping that. I was
Asked
just
him to
saying.
send. Yeah, because he said.
I dropped.
He brought up like knowledge would increase like your
I
power.
dropped that. Like
Okay.
I said. Okay, I was trying to say that like this is just based. Sorry, Sage Jiraiya one arm's really swapping hands with all the paths of pain. Like I
Yeah,
said earlier.
and I think it's really consistent, my claim, considering that Jiraiya tried to punch the path, he blocks it, and then he uses his fastest jutsu right after that, and it gets immediately blocked, and then he says he's going to be killed if it keeps going the same way.
I'm just saying it's contradicted by leader feats. And also,
considering he used his fastest jutsu in general, and it was able to be blocked.
wait, hold on. So wait, hold on. So wait, would you agree that Jiraiya would have got stronger over the fight or no?
Well, you said you dropped that. Are you not dropping it? Do you want to go back to that or no?
I can, yeah. Actually, hold on. Draco. Can you send a scan where it's literally stated that, like, the scan, Draco? You know the exact scan. Draco knows the scan I'm talking about.
What scan?
You know the one mental experience. It's bad. You know the
Yeah. Yeah, I'll get them.
Oh.
I think it's really just contingent on this anyways. If you can't get this through, the debate is pretty much over.
Not really, because, like, before he loses his arm, he's just stated that his power is rivaling my own. So,
No, I'm saying no, that's not my point. I'm saying like if you can't get this through that they're relative, the debate is over. But if you can, I guess we can move on to like why Itachi would not be less than Pain or whatever.
All right,
but I'm just talking like I'm just kind of precogging a little bit, but we can do this for now.
So it's stated that those are the mental. What is it?
That first scan about B has nothing to do with his argument.
No, it does.
No, it doesn't, because
He
he was
uses
claiming
this
he was
argument for
no, no,
every
no, no,
fucking debate.
no,
Sure.
no, no. He
You
was
do
saying
not
that
know
it was the
Mookie.
knowledge. He was saying that it was the
No, no,
knowledge.
no, 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 no. Wait, you do
That's
not know
exactly what he
Mookie.
said.
Just wait. Just wait.
It's
Trust
bad.
me. I have to send these for all of his fucking debates. So I fucking sent them.
Mookie's going to make the most Mookieist argument.
So Draco has my favorite scans. That says a lot about Draco. Anyways,
He's
If
better
you
not
ask
be
me,
your
fat
favorite.
loser.
Why do you have favorite fucking scans? You need to go outside.
Damn.
I said you have my
Oh, he's
favorite
bad.
scans.
He's
That's a
bad.
joke. That was a joke, Draco. That was a joke. Calm
He's
down.
bad. He's bad.
He's bad. Shut the fuck up.
You
Baby, go outside, piano. You're a pedophile.
just said you have favorite Naruto scans, fat loser. What are you talking about? Go
I'm not
outside.
fat. I don't know why you think I'm fat.
Uh-huh.
You bitch.
I can't imagine you being skinny if you don't go outside your house.
Does he not know what I look like for real? Okay, that was kind of weird.
No, I don't have pictures of you saved in my phone. I'm sorry.
So you have little kids' pictures saved on your phone. Then besides,
I just said I don't. Are
You are
retarded?
18.
Mm,
Wait,
I
so
was 17.
He still got favorite Naruto skins. Get back to your debate, bozo.
okay,
Mm,
so can you explain why the second scan like applies to your argument about knowledge boosting his power?
Wait, I swear to God, there was a scene that says something about studying as well. I don't know. Is it in the anime?
Now give him a minute. He'll Mookie up.
Yeah, I'm gonna mic up.
You got the whole squad helping you out, Brody. All right. Can you please explain that to me?
Give me 1 second, man. Trying to think. Trying to think.
Okay, that does not have anything to do with your argument.
Yeah, no, I said give me a second, man.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? We could just conclude on why Jiraiya is relative to pain.
We already did.
No. I was concluding on like literally why like Jiraiya would or would not.
So you're dropping him getting stronger over the course of the fight. You're dropping that.
Yes, I think I just provided like it's literally stated they're rivaling each other. So
Okay, I showed you why they're not.
I just sent scans why they would be. So it's whatever.
All
so
right,
just
Mookie, go ahead and conclude. Knox, you good to conclude after?
I mean, we already concluded this. He's like backtracking. We literally just.
No, I literally said that was.
No, he's talking about the entire point, not just that. Whatever the fuck y'all just concluded
Caught off
on
guard or whatever, the caught off guard thing.
Yeah, so if you feel like Knox, if you feel like that would just be your conclusion from the whole debate till this point, that's fine. I guess Mookie wants to get a conclusion on here real quick, so he could just do his, and then we can just move on.
Itachi. All right, so I literally just sent scans that literally just say pain rivaling Jiraiya's power. I showed scans where Obito says he had his hands full. I showed where one-armed Jiraiya is swapping hands with all the paths of pain. 2 scans literally say that Jiraiya was off guard. And also, what else? Pain literally verbatim says the only reason we won is because we had the secret and because like the only reason they were able to
That's a whole different point.
No, this is literally Sage Jiraiya to Pain.
Bro, you're like
Mookie. What he's saying is you didn't mention the scan till like just now because you didn't get to you didn't like address the scan. You had just sent it, but you never actually went over it yet.
Okay.
So
yeah, I think I just won because I just provide because he had no contention with Jiraiya being comparable to Pain when I had said it.
I had plenty of contention with that, and I showed you 2 points of evidence why that wouldn't be the case.
Well, you know what? How about this? Hold on. How about this, Mookie? You finish your conclusion. Knox, any problems you have with that conclusion, point them out after his conclusion. Then you can go in the year, so we can just like progress this.
Okay.
Y'all fine with that?
Yeah, sure.
All right, go ahead.
So again, like I said, 2 scans that we say Pain verbatim says, "You caught me off guard." He never proved Jiraiya's passive sage mode, like sensory. He just said he has the same sage mode. I said, why does he have the same, I said, even if I accept it, which I didn't, why would he have the same, sage mode capability as Naruto when, Fukasaku himself, who trained with Jiraiya and fought with them, said Naruto surpassed him in, sage mode. And then I literally sent the scammer where says, Pain literally caught him off guard. He sure to put an end to them, but the six paths of regression and close in on him. So if anything, this means that Jiraiya is in no sage mode, sensory. And then he was literally caught off guard, whereas Pain states it. And I showed after the fight where Jiraiya's one arm is literally swapping hands with all six paths of Pain and Obito. It says you must have had his hands full. He must have lived up to his expectations then. So that's I provided why they would be relative with all these scans.
Okay.
All right, Knox, do you want to conclude or do you want to move on?
Okay, in regards to the off guard thing, I was able to show why Pain does not know what he's talking about. It's a sage mode, considering the Minato statement where he says that he's mastered the same jutsu as Jiraiya. And yes, Naruto can have a better sage jutsu than Jiraiya, but the abilities themselves are still the same, which would mean that Jiraiya still has the same passive sensory abilities to where he could not be caught off guard by a guy that's right behind him. I feel I was able to prove that plenty just fine. And I felt that was really consistent with the fact that Pain was able to easily block and weave signs to get out of the way of Jiraiya's fastest attack, which would be faster than any punch that he's able to throw at the end of the fight. Actually, let me not bring up another argument, but yeah, I pretty much concluded that entire thing. We're good after that.
All right, so are y'all moving on to Pain to Itachi? I mean, Pain over Itachi?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, we
All
can.
right, go ahead. Go ahead then.
Okay, so what's wrong with Pain being over Itachi?
Well, you got to explain your scaling.
No, I'm saying, do you have a problem with it? I mean,
Yeah, I do have a problem with that.
what's wrong?
No, you got to explain your scaling, hombre.
Okay, hombre.
Mookie, you can't be serious.
Yeah, no, I'm joking. Okay, Greco, let me just get all these goated scans of Pain being the strongest in Akatsuki. It's bad for you, by the way.
Okay, I've seen that.
Yeah,
I can just argue that's in terms of AP because that would make no sense considering that Obito is also in the Obito is also in the Akatsuki.
Let me argue. You can pre-calculate. I don't care. Let's
Okay.
get all these goated scans real quick. It's bad for you.
Itachi does not lose. He's so cool.
You're doing a whole lot of just letting the scans argue for you. You're not really arguing for the scans.
Okay, man. So can I just get my scans, or are you gonna argue for me? Which either way, I really don't care. No, you're not. Okay, so
Huh?
let me argue.
Hey, do it.
Yeah, good. So, oh no, I can't wait to go on the win card. It's bad for you.
All right, are you gonna argue your point or not?
Mookie, you're like a little excited autistic kid.
No, I'm not the kid, the fat mid.
Okay, so
Damn.
you're just autistic?
Damn.
I thought he was autistic. Damn. Okay. Well, oh wait. Hold on. Let me just. It's really bad for you, by the way. I checked this out this morning. So, Pain tells Itachi to do something, and he obeys him. He cuts down to him. So it's pretty bad.
What the fuck is
Okay, all that has to mean is Itachi is just trying to guard his reputation as still being in the Akatsuki, even though he has alternate plans.
Can you prove that?
Yeah, he literally says himself that he's trying to defend the Leaf Village, Naruto and Naruto and Sasuke and sorry. But yeah, Itachi clearly has different goals in the Akatsuki. He's always thinking of a way to try to take down Obito. He's trying to save Sasuke from Obito. And when he goes to retrieve Naruto, he blatantly backs out of the fight, despite the fact that Kisame even notes that he could still, even with his abilities, that he could still, defeat Jiraiya. But he still backs out. And it's likely that's because he is a spy for the Leaf Village and doesn't want to obtain the QB for the Akatsuki.
That doesn't contradict me saying he's a member of the Akatsuki at all.
No, he can be a member of the Akatsuki, but your argument is that like he's like cucking down to Pain and like obeying him.
He
But my
does.
argument, no, but my argument is that the only reason he's doing that is to sort of like guard his his reputation as a spy within the Akatsuki to like obtain more information on them.
Oh, can you repeat what you said to me? I'm sorry, it cut out for me.
I said that like he can quote unquote obey what Pain is saying, but all that has to be is just like him trying to like guard his reputation as a spy or like guard like his reputation as being in the Akatsuki. And it's stated that that the only reason he's in the Akatsuki is to get information on them and send it back to the Leaf Village.
Okay, first of all, saying that, and also no, I'm saying that he cuts down because he's literally weaker. It said that he's the eventual leader of Koski. The strong members obey him, which I supported by the scans I sent, and also stated that multiple times that he's the leader's word of absolute. No one dare question his orders. He's the strongest in the Akatsuki.
Knox, do you want me to send like any scan of Itachi being a spy, or do you want to?
And even the narrator verbatim says Pain is the strongest in the Akatsuki.
No, okay, and I'll get to that later, but it's either Donzo or Hiruzen that says that he was a double agent spy to like send.
Yeah, I got that one right now. So here.
Okay.
That wouldn't necessarily mean he's not a member in the Akatsuki.
No, I don't care. He can definitely be a member. That's fine. I don't care if he's a member. All I'm saying is he can obey Pain to like guard his guys as a member to keep obtaining information.
All right, so I'm just gonna.
Yeah.
All right, we can just conclude on this and move on to your scaling.
Well, do you want me to attack the strongest in the Akatsuki thing?
Do you want to do it?
Yeah, sure.
Go ahead, Knox.
So I can say that all that has to be in regards to is like AP, and the reason that is because there's blatant contradictions to him being the strongest in the Akatsuki, considering that Obito, like he literally cucks down to Obito, who is in fact in the Akatsuki, and it's stated that Minato, who is the one who fought Obito, says that Pain is just a puppet for Obito, which would by virtue make Pain like weaker than Obito. There's many other statements I can bring up as well, like him saying that he's my underling, etc.
Obito's not in the Akatsuki, that's Toby. Look at the second scan I sent. Look at the scan I sent. It's literally stated that Obito acts as a newcomer, but in actuality, he's like in the background.
Still in the Akatsuki, right?
No, that's Toby that's in the Akatsuki.
Which is Obito. Still in the Akatsuki. That's why I'm showing it's a contradiction. You can be a newcomer and still be in the group.
No, I'm saying that, okay, I'm trying to say is that Obito isn't in the Akatsuki, Toby is in the Akatsuki.
Obito and Toby are the same fucking person.
That is definitely not true. I don't know why you think that.
Doesn't Pain actually refer to him as Toby?
No, he's talking to Toby as Toby, but he literally says Madara when Obito shows up. Like, there's two different.
Okay, well, they are still definitely the same person.
I don't think they're not, dude. I'm being dead for real.
Yeah, why are they not the same person?
You do know, like, okay, what do you mean? Toby is literally shown in the war.
Huh?
You know Swirly or whatever his name is? I don't know.
Swirly?
Yeah.
The ice cream? Like, what are you talking about?
Have you not watched Naruto? Okay, hold on. Fairy, you know what I'm talking about, right?
What happened? I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
Are you talking about Guru?
Yeah.
I was just about to say.
Oh.
Yeah, they call him Swirly. Wait, is that a dub name? I don't know.
Jesus Christ.
And also, I have like some supporting evidence supporting Pain as like higher AP and speed, by the way.
No, I never said speed. It could just, like, when you say strong, like, strong could just be, like, in regards to AP, like, he can use massive Shinra Tenseis, Chibaku Tensei.
I'm saying it's higher AP than Obito.
Yeah, he can have higher AP, but still not, like, scale to him in regards to speed or, like, combat capability.
Repeat what you just said?
Said he can have higher AP, but still not scale to him in regards to, like, speed or combat capability.
I just think that Jiraiya would be faster in terms of speed for Itachi. I could go into speed.
Jiraiya.
No. I'm talking about like in speed, Jiraiya is faster. I'm saying like in general that if I prove that Jiraiya scales the pain, then like pain would just be faster as well. So.
That's completely irrelevant to what we're talking about. We're talking about Obito, or we're talking about pain over Itachi. And I'm showing you why that strongest in the Akatsuki can just be in regards to AP. It doesn't have to be in regards to like combat capability in general. I don't know why you're bringing up Jiraiya. That's completely irrelevant.
Okay, we can move on.
What?
So are y'all, wait. So are y'all moving
Hey,
off from Itachi under pain? Is that what y'all
Wait,
moving
just
off
to
from?
let me make sure I went over every scan. It's a
Okay.
strong.
So do you just want to conclude?
Y'all should go ahead and conclude, just like for the sake of concluding, though, for the recording.
Okay, so
Just
Wait, because Mookie said he's looking for if he sent every scan he needed. So, Mookie, did you, or are you good to conclude?
Itachi.
yeah, and then I'll just go Jiraiya above Itachi in speed.
Okay, well, go ahead, Knox, since Mookie got the last conclusion. You can go
okay,
first.
I don't even know why he's bringing up Jiraiya in regards to this current scaling because we're just talking about pain being over Itachi. But anyways, I feel I was able to show that pain being over Itachi can just be in regards to AP, considering he has massive Shinra Tensei, etc., and why that is a blatant contradiction in like overall combat capability because Obito has a plethora of statements that would put him over pain. So like that statement in general can just be in regards to AP. Um, he really had no refutation of that whatsoever. He said absolutely nothing to contradict that. He just like sort of went on this tangent about Jiraiya being over Itachi, which had nothing to do with what we were talking about. So he just kept sending scans and didn't like try to back them up or actually make an argument. And I was also able to prove that Itachi's like whole reason for being in the Akatsuki was just to be a spy to protect the village. It wasn't necessarily like he wasn't obeying pain because of his power. It was simply because he had to protect the village and obtain information and lead it back to the leaf. So I feel like I was able to refute everything that he said, and he went on like these weird tangents to try to like prove his argument, and didn't really make a whole lot of sense whatsoever.
All right, go ahead, Mookie.
Okay, so he literally just accepted that. He literally accepted pain above Itachi in AP. He literally just started to say, "Oh, Itachi's just a double agent. That's why he wasn't cooking down." I said, "That's fine. He still remembered the Akatsuki. He accepted it." I just always said that pain also literally tells him to do something, and he obeys him, which means that by my logic, my supporting evidence, Pain makes Itachi obey him. I provided multiple scans that say Pain is the strongest in the Akatsuki, so I could just move on to speed scaling after this. I just provided why like Pain would be above Itachi. Like,
All right. So y'all are going to like Jiraiya scaling to Itachi in speed or above in speed?
I don't know. This is his scaling.
Yeah, I'm asking Mookie. Mookie, like, are you scaling Jiraiya to Itachi in speed or above Itachi to speed?
Jiraiya could be faster than Itachi. We just in the scaling.
All right, go ahead and argue that real quick, and then after this, Knox, you can get into your scaling for Itachi.
Make me want to win cons like at the end.
Oh, this is all on speed.
Yeah.
So why would base Jiraiya be like high end or low end relative to a live Itachi in speed?
Let me get the scans. Actually, wait. Draco, do you have the scan where it's like say that Itachi like runs away in fear because of Jiraiya's like combat ability?
God damn it!
And like if they fought even with backup, they'd still die.
Oh, that too. Okay.
Yeah, you know what I want, Draco. It's bad. I'm done with this tournament. Oh no.
Why should Itachi be telling the truth right here?
That's the narrator talking.
No, it's not. You're
That
talking
is
about the game statement?
the what statement?
Talking about the game statement right there?
Yeah, it's the narrator talking.
Okay, well, you're bringing up speed scaling, so his strength is completely relevant here. We're talking about
No, I'm
speed.
saying Okay. What I'm trying to say is that if that means that Jiraiya would just speed blitz him and cut his head off, is what I'm trying to say. So strength thing would just include speed as well. So I'm trying to say is
Why
that
would
like if
strength
he was too
include
slow,
speed? What strength includes speed?
because you need to be fast enough to be able to hurt someone, or else that wouldn't just work. Or else you just wouldn't be afraid of him.
Okay.
So
well,
if he wasn't fast enough, he just wouldn't be a threat to Itachi and everyone else.
Okay, considering this game statement, it's made like in regards to part one, to where the knowledge is not the same as to where Itachi should be. Like at this
No,
point in the
the
story,
game comes. This includes like up to the 5 Kage summon. So
right? But if you're playing the game, like it should be
we
taking
see
an
5
order.
Kage. We see the 5 Kage summon Itachi's death before the game starts. Like literally, Obito's talking to Sasuke. He's like, "I'll tell you the truth about your older brother," and then we literally see this happen. So it's a
Wait, so
flashback.
so was the truth about his older brother revealed before this was showed?
No, I'm saying that Sasuke being tied up and like Obito talking to him is shown. Then like this fight started happening.
But did the truth about Itachi actually get revealed in the game before this?
I believe so. I don't know.
Can you show that?
Hold up. Why does that matter if like this is the narrator who's like telling his whole story?
Because if it's going in like chronological order, the narrator is also at this point in the story trying to hide the fact that Itachi is.
No, I'm saying that wouldn't work because, like I said, we already see the 5 Kage summon in Sasuke.
That's why I'm asking you to show the fact that it shows that the truth about Itachi.
Anything would be more logical because this is the truth about Itachi. So it'd be more truthful that he ran away in fear.
Yeah, so can you show that the truth about Itachi was shown? Can you show that?
No, I'm saying this is the true story, not this is the truth. Like this is like his backstory and truth. Nothing's false is what I'm trying to say.
Okay, can you show that the truth about Itachi was shown before this scan?
What do you mean? Like define what you mean by that so I can make sure I understand it.
Because at this point it could just be argued that if you're like taking someone who's like playing the game, right, they're gonna see shit in order for how like the narrator would want to present the story.
I've already said why that doesn't work because we literally see heavy Sasuke next to Obito, and Obito isn't shown until like part 2, so it's already contradicted. So we could
but is the truth about Itachi supposed to be known to the audience before
the
this?
flashback is the truth. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Hey, so can you show that? That's why I'm asking you to show it.
It's the flashback.
Can you show it, bro?
Bro, oh my god, Fairy, can you just vouch that this is the truth about Itachi, man? Like,
Nigga, I haven't played none of these games.
Bro, I need you to fucking show it, bro.
Like,
bro,
Mookie, real quick, what he's asking for is just asking, like, did the truth of Itachi get revealed, like, right before this? Like, did it get revealed Itachi was inspired?
He's saying that this entire conversation is meant to show Itachi's truth.
Thank you, pianist. Oh my god.
All right, so did you get that, Knox?
No, but I need to see Itachi's truth. I need to see the fact that it's even supposed to be shown to the audience before this.
That's why
No, Knox. He's literally saying the flashback that is shown in the game scan that he sent, that is part of the truth. Obito's telling Sasuke the truth.
Yeah, you remember you remember when Obito tells Sasuke everything? That's
I already told him this, and he said, "Prove that's the truth."
This
this
is part of the flashback.
Prove that's the truth. I said prove that the audience has been shown the truth about Itachi.
I told you
that's what okay, he's telling you that's what this is doing now. That's what the flashback is.
Yeah, I need to see that.
It's if it was not shown to the audience, we would not have this scan.
If it wasn't shown to the audience, we wouldn't see heavy Sasuke talking to Obito.
He wants to know that this is the Obito scene that you're talking about, basically.
Okay, I can get I guess the cutscene that's 25 minutes long, so I guess we could wait 25 minutes for him to watch the whole thing.
Yikes.
Just skim through. What game was this again?
Storm Generations, the only cutscenes that are canon.
Okay.
Okay, and at this point, I would just argue that the manga canonicity is just of a higher degree than game.
No, you're not. You already accepted anime.
No. It can still be canon. It can still be canon, but it's just not canon to the same degree as the manga is.
It's just saying to be new canon, man. And the manga doesn't contradict. In fact, it influences this. And Kishimoto was what is it? Kishimoto.
No, the manga definitely contradicts it.
It
Especially considering like the manga scan that you sent, like it says that they would have killed each other or whatever.
Prove that then.
Huh?
Prove that the manga contradicts this.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you right now. So the manga right there, it says that would have killed each other, but you're saying in the game canon that it says fully aware of Jiraiya's strength, Itachi was forced to flee. If he was forced to flee, it seems here that you're trying to imply that Jiraiya would be above Itachi, but in the manga scan you send, it would imply that they are somewhat equal or relative.
That's referring to him and Itachi be lying that one instance like you argue, but the scan I sent is literally the narrator telling the truth about Itachi. So that's fine. We just move on.
Real quick, can someone send me the Generations cutscenes? I'm looking
I
for
sent you the scan. I said
Oh, I'm sorry, that was funny.
Wait, what? So we get that on recording.
Okay, and I also have another contradiction I could bring up.
Oh no, it's bad. It's really bad for you.
I mean, I think we all know the contradiction here.
There's another contradiction as well.
There's a much easier way Mookie could have won about responding. You're fat.
We all know what he needs to say.
Okay, another blatant contradiction is that Itachi blatantly scales over a stronger version of Orochimaru, who would then...
Oh no, Draco, it's bad. It's bad, Draco. He pre-cogged this. I knew I was gonna do this to you, you stupid idiot. Go ahead, send it, man. Send the scaling. Send the scaling right now. This is your Go Hydra?
I'm just bringing you another contradiction. I refuted your other one, but...
Okay, so what's the other contradiction? Like I asked, you never prove that the monk has an insidious contradiction. So what's the contradiction?
I already told you, bro.
You didn't tell me anything. You just said I got another contradiction you cut out.
No, the other contradiction is the Orochimaru stuff. But the first one that I told you was the fact that the game statement is implying, or by your argument is saying that Jiraiya would be over Itachi. But this one right here, the manga one, which would
I
be...
already gave you my refutation of that. Itachi can be lying in that one instance, but the narrator's telling the truth. That's the whole point of that.
Why would Itachi be lying about that?
You were arguing it yourself, so I just... You don't remember your argument?
Okay. So, we already went over that. So, with the Orochimaru stuff, Itachi blatantly, like, scales to be faster and, like, cuts off all the Hydra heads and, like, blitzes and stabs him. And that is a short version of Orochimaru.
Okay. Oh, wait.
So, what is the case?
Oh, I mean, it's not like Oro just basically tags and rapes this Susanoo.
Okay, and I already showed you why the manga would be over that. This is not in the manga.
You never showed me anything. You never showed me any manga scans. So go ahead, show me now.
Can someone send the scans of Itachi just blitzing and cutting off all the heads on the Hydra?
You also said anime
I'll
scans
go
are
find them real
fine.
quick.
Huh?
You also said accepted that anime scans would also be fine. So
no, they can be canon, but just to a lesser degree.
That why?
Because the manga is like the primary canon of the story, and everything else is supplementary.
Kishimoto helps the anime out and like includes stuff.
No, it can be canon, but the initial canon, the most primary version of the canon, is the manga. The anime can feed into it, but we see like there's in the manga all of
if
this.
Anything this can happen off panel, and like that's what happens in the anime. And literally, Oro can just be playing around, so your interpretation is contradictory.
Why would he be playing around?
He's literally shown to be laughing and saying, "Is that all you got?" Like,
like no. What he says is, "Do you think like this attack can kill me?" That's what he says. That doesn't mean he's playing around. All that has to mean is he doesn't think that level of AP can kill him. He doesn't
care if Itachi hits him. He literally starts laughing and saying, "Is that it?"
Yes, he laughs at the fact that he hits him, and he says like, "Oh, do you think a puny attack like that can kill me?" But that doesn't refute the fact that he was still able to hit Orochimaru.
So what I'm trying to say is that he's not trying to dodge because he has healing. So you can prove that Oro was trying. Coming in equal interpretation saying that Oro wasn't because he's literally laughing and he says, "Is that it?" And I've already showed like why in the anime he's like literally reacting, attacking Susanoo.
Yeah,
So
he
part of
laughs. He laughs and says, "Is that it?" But if you want to say like, why is Orochimaru necessarily trying in this instance? It's because he's trying to eliminate Itachi. Like he waits till he thinks Itachi would be in like his weakest moment, like to where he's like like to where Sasuke and Itachi are like in their weakest moments.
That is
So,
not what happens at all. It's literally stated Sasuke has no chakra.
yeah, in his weakest moment. That's exactly
No,
what
he
I
said
said.
he waded into it, and literally Oro could just be cocky and not going all out, like I said. So he proved he was going all out and
No,
trying.
he would be going all out because he's using his strongest jutsu, his
I
strongest
wouldn't
form.
necessarily. Okay, you can be using his strongest jutsu. Why does it mean he's going all out with the strongest jutsu?
Because he is by de facto using a level of himself that would be above him. So if he's using his strongest form, he would by virtue be going all out.
That's not how that works at all.
No, it definitely is because he's
No,
in.
it isn't. That's
No,
like
no,
Super
it is
Saiyan
because the
Goku.
Hydra is stated stronger than Orochimaru himself. He is using the strongest form of
I'm
himself
trying
to
to say
fight
that you
Itachi.
can literally use something, but it doesn't mean you're going all out with it. It's like Goku going Super Saiyan. He can still be suppressed in his Super Saiyan form. You
Okay,
know, it's his
that's
full
not
powers.
that is not even remotely applicable.
No, I'm trying to say that's an analogy. Is what I'm trying to say.
No, that analogy is
And he's
not
literally
applicable at
sitting
all
still.
because Saiyans can actually suppress their power like within it, but in Naruto, there's no
I'm just trying to
instances
say
where
that yours is contradicted because, like I said, Oro's being cocky. He was standing there and he literally tags Itachi. So I'm trying to say, like, why would Oro be going all out? Just because it's his fast or strongest jutsu does not mean he's going all out in that specific form. Like I said, and I've already provided why be
it
contradicted.
definitely does because he's using it, and
That's
there's like
circular.
no, listen, and there's no evidence that would show that
That's a
Orochimaru in general,
non-sequitur.
huh?
So I'm trying to say that you made a circular argument and it doesn't logically follow, and not sequitur as well.
No, it does logically follow because yes, Orochimaru is confident that he can tank the attack, and he
No,
does
it
tank.
doesn't.
Huh?
He proves he was. Wait. Where does it say he was confident in taking the attack?
That's your argument.
I said he was cocky, man. I never said he was like trying to tank the attack. I just said he was cocky, just sitting still.
Okay, cocky,
I already said
confident, same fucking shit.
Okay, what I'm trying to say is that he was literally sitting still, and I've already showed like him tagging the Susanoo before Itachi can even react. So
You can react.
yeah,
Yeah, I already showed you why manga would be like a greater version of canon than anime, and you didn't really have any refutation of that at
I
all.
said it could happen off screen. You didn't make any refutation of that.
No,
So
you did not say that at all.
I said it like twice actually. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
Yes, I did.
I mean, there's a recording, so we can just look back on it for whether or not it happened. Just keep going.
Again, this doesn't contradict my interpretation at all. We can move
But we
on.
see no, but we see in the manga no, it does because we
You
see
keep
in
bringing
the
up the
manga.
manga, and I already told you why
No,
that doesn't work.
listen to me. We see in the manga that Orochimaru does in fact try to attack the Susanoo. He does try to attack it. He blocks it with the Yatamir, and then right after that, he cuts off all his heads. So if Orochimaru is trying to attack Itachi, he's is in some way or fashion trying to combat Itachi. He's not just like standing there being really cocky.
That doesn't mean Oro attacked at full speed and full strength.
It can, and because the statement that you
So that's
bring
an
up,
argument from probability.
no. The statement you bring up says that, do you think an attack like that can kill me? All that has to mean is that he's confident he can tank it, even if he can't react to it.
I already like gave my like argument for that and refutation, and literally it's just a possibility. And like I need you to show me that he does or would want to go all out, so we can just move on and leave it to the judge because we're going nowhere. I think I won this point.
All right, so Knox, do y'all want to conclude on this, or do y'all want to just move on?
We could just move on because like I think I just won. Like, dang.
Knox, do you want like to do any kind of conclusion, or do you want to move on to?
I'll go to my first conclusion. Like it's bad.
Knox, are you fine with concluding or not?
Sure.
I'm assuming that was a yeah. Go ahead, Mookie.
Sure.
All right, hey, Fat Mid, mic up right now. Hush mode.
Huh? You said you were going to conclude.
Yeah, I'm about to, but the fat kid won't mic up, so it's bad. All right, so basically, let me just conclude on this. think I just won this like whole like my scaling. Literally, Itachi runs away. This the narrator telling the truth. He was just like, well, prove the truth about Itachi. That's the whole point of the backstory. He literally argued that Itachi would be lying. I said, that's fine. He could be lying in that one statement. So that would just mean that Jiraiya would just be faster and stronger because he needs to be faster and strong, be a threat to Itachi, which is bad for you, by the way. And I just showed a scan. He tried to say, well, Oreo scales to Itachi. I said, no. He says, Itachi scales above a stronger Oreo. I said, no. Oreo literally scales to him. He tags him. He tried to say that the anime is more canon, which he never proved. I just said that the anime can have it happen off screen. Get no contention with that. Like I said, like twice. I don't know what he's going on about. And then I literally just kept saying, like, he kept trying to argue that, like, what is it? That Hydra was going all out. I said, no, I'm giving an equal interpretation saying it wouldn't be going all out. I need you to prove it. Oro was literally sitting still and acting cocky. And it's literally contradicted because Oro literally tags him when he first shows up. So it's really bad for you. This means Jiraiya violates you, goat.
All right, go ahead, Knox.
Okay, in regards to the Oro stuff, I showed that Oro did in fact try to tag Itachi and it is blatantly blocked, not in the same way that it was the anime. And I told him that manga would in fact be over the anime, and he brought up like it being off screen. But I brought up the fact that manga would be like a greater version of canon over the anime, and he didn't have any refutation or asked me to prove anything like that. And I showed that by Orochimaru using his strongest form and his strongest jutsu, he would by virtue be going all out. And he brought up this analogy, this that is completely not applicable because he brought up Saiyans and him being Super Saiyan, but we know that Dragon Ball characters can actually suppress their ki or whatever, which is not been shown in Naruto whatsoever. So that is not an applicable analogy. And I showed that Itachi was able to completely blitz and cut off all his heads and then stab him with the Totsuka blade. And I showed why the fact that Orochimaru would be going all out, as I just said. And the same thing I applied about the manga being over the games, or over the anime applies to the games as well. And he never showed or like asked me to prove why that should be the case. So my point just stands there. I never tried to apply Hitchens razor or anything of the sort. So I think I was able to get everything across, and it blatantly like refutes everything that he was saying.
All right, so Knox, you were using like Itachi over Orochimaru to like contradict his stuff, right?
In regards to Jiraiya, yeah.
All right, so do you have like any other scaling you want to use, or do you feel like that's the only one you want to use?
Let me think. No, I think we're good actually.
All right, y'all want to go into win cons?
Sure.
Go ahead, Knox, since you haven't gotten to start on a point yet. You can go ahead and start on this.
In regards to win cons, we know that Tsukuyomi is in fact instantaneous, and it would completely annihilate him.
Mookie, any like contentions with that?
I didn't hear what he said. What did he say?
I said Tsukuyomi is stated to be instantaneous, and it would annihilate him.
It's always stated that Tsukuyomi is light speed.
It's also stated to be instantaneous.
So it's contradicted because one state, first of all, prove it's instant. Also, it's contradicted because it's stated to be light speed.
Can someone send that for me?
Let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, because someone sent the one where stated to be light speed. So, yeah.
Damn. All right, let me see if I can get that too.
So there's like two contradictions. So, man, it's bad for you.
Is it like a data book statement for the light speed one?
So the fat kid is scared.
Yeah.
I got the it being instant scan.
Oh, send that, please.
Oh, Tenshu sent the light speed scan.
Cool.
You do know
Yeah,
that like Kakashi reacts to it, right?
the light speed scan does not contradict it at all because it says a body made of iron or the speed of light are powerless. So that doesn't contradict the actual use of Tsukuyomi. It literally just means that someone who can use the speed of light would also get negged by it.
No, it's just talking about his instant when it hits you. And also Kakashi literally reacts to it, so it's bad for you.
No, I said it's instantaneous, which
Yeah,
it
I said
is.
Kakashi reacts to it.
No, it can be, but its effects being instantaneous would still.
Yeah, I'm saying
neg-
that Jiraiya would just react and blitz his head before he activates Tsukuyomi, so Jiraiya
Okay,
just would.
we've already been over the speed scaling in regards to.
Yeah, I know. So if I just win that, then Tsukuyomi wouldn't land. Jiraiya would just not look at him or just run around before Itachi could do anything. It's bad for you. So let
Okay,
me just
go
get this.
ahead, Knox, with a different. Do you want to use a different win con?
Sure, I could use a different win con. We know that he's bringing up all this other stuff about Pain being over Itachi, etc. Well, we know that Susanoo like scales over the user, so then like in regards to speed and power, so then the Totsuka blade would also just neg Jiraiya as well.
You never proved that the Susanoo would be above in your scan.
Okay, I can show you that. Can someone send the scan for that,
Going
please?
to win on that. It's a little late for that. So
No, it's not. 'Cause I'm
Mookie,
using
that is his win con.
no, I'm using the Susanoo as a win con and the Totsuka blade as a win.
Okay. You should have just provided that in your scanning, man.
I don't think I really needed to do that. I can bring that
I mean, you
up.
failed to scale the Susanoo when you needed to, so it's kind of irrelevant.
They don't really have to. So
You
yeah,
kind
can
of
someone
did.
please send that? Can someone please send
Okay,
that?
we'll just leave it. We'll just leave it up to judgment on whether or not this would be all right. Let's see if I can. Which one are you referring to?
The like where it says like the super fast, super strong Susanoo.
Okay. Let's see if I
Yeah, this is irrelevant, so we can just leave it to the judge. But he literally should have scaled it with this character.
Are you?
Mookie, he's scaling it right now, dude.
Yeah. So there's your proof.
Mookie, did you get that?
Get what?
The scan. We can scan.
All right, look at scans real quick. What am I looking at?
The one with Obito in it.
All right. So why is this the case for Itachi?
Because he refers to it being the Susanoo, which we know that Itachi has.
No, I'm saying that in this specific case, it's literally just like talking about Sasuke having super fast, super strong.
He says he's using the super fast, super strong Susanoo. He doesn't say he's using the. He doesn't say he's using Sasuke's super fast, super strong Susanoo. He says Susanoo, which we know that Itachi also has.
So you're trying to say the scale's above Itachi, then?
Yes.
Okay. Well, you failed to scale the Susanoo to Oro or Jiraiya, so we can just move on.
Yeah,
We're
we're leaving
on-
that part.
What
We're just
about
leaving
win
that part
cons?
up to the. We're just leaving that up to the judges to decide. We'll just move on.
Talking about win-
Yeah, so Jiraiya just blitz before he activates Susanoo. So you want to move on to my win cons, which are just 2 or 3 of them. So,
Sure, I guess.
so
Or
Toad
not? Are you
Song.
done with your win cons? Because I forgot to ask.
I
Are
mean,
you done with your win cons?
Totsuka Blade and Tsukuyomi are fine with me.
Okay, go ahead, Mookie. What's yours?
All right, Toad Song is going to be the most powerful Genjutsu. It's in data book 2 or 3. I forget which, but I know Tsukuyomi's always in there. Someone get the same, and we're saying the stage we're saying is like Mountain the strongest. Actually, maybe I'll find it real quick. I got it somewhere.
Are you talking about the massive Rasengan?
Yeah, it's like talking about Sage Jiraiya. But yeah, he just has Toad Song. He just literally kills Itachi. And he has Senbon and Sakura, which just pierces him and just cuts him in half. So it's bad for you.
Okay.
Yeah,
well,
pause with
I already showed why your scaling from earlier in regards to like the Senbon is like completely not even applicable here. which is his fastest jutsu. And if Itachi is able to dodge his fastest jutsu, I have no reason to believe that the Rasengan would hit him either.
He wouldn't be able to dodge it because you never provided why Itachi be over Jiraiya, by the way.
We'll just
that's
leave that.
Yeah, I'll just
Go ahead,
we gotta stop
Nick.
doing that. But basically, it's just his juice
But
is the
even if they are like, even if like they're relative or like Jiraiya's a little bit above or whatever, even though they're not, and I showed why they're not. Itachi could just like Amaterasu the Rasengan or Jiraiya like using the song or whatever, and I think that would just go like completely neg his ability to use that in the first place.
Okay,
And we see that like, and you mentioned the song, like we see
how
like the
strong is
song.
Amaterasu because you never scaled it anywhere, by the way. And also, so let me just say this one more time: the Denjutsu should say it'd be the strongest one. It's one of my win cons. So
Yeah, so I'll get to the Genjutsu. So
like,
we
even
also
if you put the Amaterasu saying he'll just push it back in Itachi, and Itachi will just burn like the crafty little cancer boy he is. Make
What
a wish
the
to
hell?
save him. Save my boy.
So in regards to the song, we see that the song actually takes some preparation, like in order to play. Like it doesn't just activate instantaneously. So then at that point, Itachi would use like any one of my win cons to just like neg him before he can even activate the frog song. Even if you want to say Jiraiya is faster, you scaled him into pain. You see that pain is still able to like get to and like tag Jiraiya or like chase him down or whatever. So Itachi could just use one of my win cons to prevent him from doing that.
Yeah, but if I literally want my scale, which I think I did, Itachi doesn't scale to pain though, like I said, and then literally just yeah. So that just means that Amaterasu and Susanoo scales absolutely nowhere. Hydra had no scaling.
Well, we're just talking about win cons. I'm using like
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. So I'm just trying to say is that like I just think Jiraiya, even if you don't know which, but I think it is because they the strongest Genjutsu. Jiraiya just cuts him in half or just puts his thing down his throat. So I'm just gonna say he pushes the Amaterasu back into him with the Sage Rasengan. So
okay, well, I would just argue that the Amaterasu would just burn through the Rasengan and it wouldn't necessarily hit Itachi.
You never proved how strong. You never proved how strong or how fast Amaterasu was.
Well, it's state to be able to burn through any target.
I never seen that or never heard you argue for that.
Please?
Flaming Rasengan, man. The new change of chakra nature.
If the Amaterasu is able to like burn like any of its targets to ash, then it would just burn the
That's contradicted by everything in the series.
Like what?
Naruto with his cloak.
All he does is just glob it off, and it still burns.
Yes,
It burns the cloak.
It doesn't burn anything.
No, it does burn it. It does
Actually,
burn it. It doesn't affect Naruto because he globs it.
Ishiki A and Kaguya.
Well, that's because she absorbed it.
It still made contact. That doesn't matter.
No, it definitely does because if it gets negated, that's one thing. But the Rasengan
if it burns
the same
through
ability
anything and
to
it makes
negate
contact with you, that doesn't matter.
Huh?
Okay, if it makes contact with you, then she absorbed it. That means that it didn't burn through her. And it literally hits Mater, and he tanked him when he was off guard.
No, well, Mater actually like just took off his clothes that would like negate it. But if he hits the Rasengan, it's like what is Jiraiya gonna do? Like revert the Rasengan back into his body? Like it's not like he can absorb it or just like remove the Rasengan or whatever the same way that Kaguya can absorb.
Hold up. Oh my god. Jiraiya just seals away their Amaterasu. I forgot he could do that. Yeah, I'm sorry. My bad.
Wait, so he's gonna seal away the Amaterasu while he's using one hand to use the Rasengan?
I never say no. I'm saying that's one of my.
No, because I'm saying that the Amaterasu would counter the Rasengan is what I'm saying.
Okay, I don't care about that. I'm just saying that the second Tachi activates it, also he fought pain on one arm by the way, and activated Rasengan, he could just push the Amaterasu back into Tachi, and he literally is shown to seal it away.
So you're saying he would seal it away while he's using the Rasengan?
Why is it when he's holding a Rasengan, man? You keep saying that like you can't do it.
Because I'm saying that because I'm using I didn't say Amaterasu was a Wenkan. I'm saying that it is a counter to
why is this So why'd you bring it up in the first place if it's not?
Because it's a counter to your win con. I'm not saying Amaterasu wins the fight. I'm saying that it counters your ability to win the fight.
Okay, so first of all, you said that you could do things with one arm, by the way, and it started showing series. So we could just leave it to the judges. I think I just provided why he just sealed Amaterasu, Toad Song, Jiraiya just faster, stronger. You never scaled anywhere, so we could just move on and just let the judge decide.
I mean, do y'all have anything else to go over?
He could push the Rasengan of Amaterasu Flames back into Itachi's skull.
No, I
Yeah,
mean, like,
I showed why it would go through the target. So
I've already showed why that is.
Do y'all want to conclude on win cons, or do y'all just want to go to like straight to judgment, or like what?
I mean, we kind of just concluded just now, I guess. I don't really know.
Yeah.
All right, then I guess y'all done.
Okay.